Hello there. My name is Nilesh Shetty and I represent the Glenmark Aquatic Foundation. Uh, now that you come almost to the end of event management, how to organize an event, a swim event to be specific, post event wrap up is one of the most important modules, and which is a very short module though, but very important and very crucial. Let's talk more about it, right? Let me give you an overview of a post event wrap up. It's really crucial and important element of an event. You know, ideally, a post-event wrap-up is most useful within the days of the event or within 24 to 48 hours of the completion of the event. The conclusion of an event means tying up loose ends for an event managers. If there's anything left out to be delivered post-event, this is what you do. This is when you do. Moving on. Now let me tell you how does event wrap up really help. You know, now first thing it helps you to close the major aspect of the event, the facility, your vendors, your sponsors, media, and the online audience. These are all your stakeholders that you were in touch, you were a part of them when the event was going on. So facilities, vendor, sponsors, media, and online audience. It helps to maintain a relationship with all the stakeholders. How? Now, there's a major possibility that you might repeat the swim meet. Maybe once you've done with a junior, sub junior, there's chances of you doing a senior and you staying with the organization, the organizing body. In that case, right, you are going to be working with the same set of people, the federation, the National Sports Federation, the technical officials, the a lot of vendors as well. So in that case, if you have a good relationship, there's a trust and a bond between you and the stakeholder. A lot of times during the events, you unknowingly commit some mistake, and post event wrap up helps you to evaluate the mistakes and prevents it from happening in the next event. That's such an important thing. And finally, you need to have an accountability of the final spends. You've had an estimation, which we discussed earlier. You made an estimation, you got it approved. However, during an event, there is chances of an escalation of 10% or 15%, depending upon the volume and the magnitude of the event. So, post-event wrap-up helps you to keep an accountability of the final spends. Moving on. I usually prefer, like during event, I have a checklist for getting most of the things done. Even post event, I make a checklist so that I don't miss out on even the smallest of the details. I ensure that the photographs are collected for the event. So normally photographers have some candid moments of the winners, of the important races, of chief guests who've been part of the event, uh, and also a lot of sponsors and partners who are part of the event. So these photographs can be used in the docket to be given to the chief guest or the sponsors. We usually prefer to retain the video dump from the video team, from our live streaming team, so that in case you want to make a small short video or a post-event video that you wish to give it to the sponsors or upload it on your social media platform or your website, this really helps. The main dump helps you to pull out some really amazing candid moments or uh, important sessions during a race or an event. You need to upload a lot of images post event on your social media as well as your website. The results need to be updated, which needs to be followed up from the federation as well. Now, one of the most important thing is, since you've used a facility, you can't just use it as a garbage. You can't use it as a dump. You ensure that you speak to the vendors and get the entire venue of the facility clear. That's ideally a protocol that is followed by most of the event organizers across the globe. whatever stuffs that you've utilized, or maybe your properties that you've utilized as part of the venue, get it back to how it was without doing any damage. That's the most important part. Now, since it's going to be the last day of the event, or ideally the end of the event, you would have to make a travel plan for your team as well. So your team would be flying back, consisting of all the major stakeholders like swimmers, your coaches, your other team members. You've got your external vendor team who was also staying with you for so many days. So try and make a travel plan for them so that they can move back to their respective airports or places. You know, the last thing I would want to do is take away any baggage. So I would ensure that payment to the hotel also is done, so that before the end of the meet, I would inform them this is the day most of the guests would be checking out from the hotel. So I request them to basically keep all the bills ready, ensure proper checkout, a smooth checkout for the entire team, so that it's a delight, like we mentioned in the earlier part of our module, a delight for all the stakeholders. Now, talking about delights, there's also one of the stakeholders whom we need to delight and maintain a relation. That is our vendors, who've been very supportive or not supportive. Whatever has been the instance throughout the event, the payment to the vendors needs to be done, and the invoices and the bills needs to be collected from all the vendors. You prefer to do a post-event press release, giving a summary of the entire event, the results, the final, uh, the team which the state which won the championship, the overall championship, all these details, the rankings, or if in case there's anything new introduced. In one of the events, there was the best coach, the maximum number of records been broken. So there are different awards that are being given these days. You can also basically put it up in the press release with a photograph, and it just closes your relationship or your purpose of the event of proper closure with a proper press release. A report, ideally, if it is sent in the form of docket to sponsor, about how the event was conducted, the number of people who were part of it, some candid pictures, in case you can possibly have a picture of the sponsor who was part of the event, who might have awarded the one of the winners, and a picture framed and given to the sponsor would be ideal to retain this sponsor with you for any future event. Now, every event sponsor or a partner, expects some return out of uh, the event. Now, swimming events, unfortunately, in India, doesn't really serve as really big platform for ROI. However, whatever little that was promised to the sponsors as per the sponsorship agreement that is signed between the federation or the bodies with the sponsor, try and put a checklist of things that would would have been delivered, and possibly send a thank you note to the sponsor. And finally, an expense sheet that states that, okay, these are the payments that have been done, these are the bills that have been collected. Just get it reconciled with your accounts team and ensure that there's a proper closure on the entire billing. And finally, make some follow-up notes on the pending activities. Even after you're done with the event, there are a lot of things that are pending that you need to go back home, and when you return back to work, you need to finish them off. And the follow-up note just helps you to ensure that you kept track of each and every element of the event. So thank you so much for patiently listening to this module. I hope you take back a lot of things from the post wrap up module that was part of the event management to organize a swim meet. Thank you so much.